A major shakeup in global aid. USAID dissolved and its impact on the world. Image source, Getty Images. By Anna Faggy, BBC News, Washington, D.C. In a historic decision, the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, has officially ceased operations after President Donald Trump implemented sweeping budget cuts, which some critics allege were aimed at curbing what they viewed as the agency's inefficient expenditures. Starting in March, the majority of USAID's operations were discontinued, and by this Tuesday, the remaining programs were folded into the State Department. This action has met with sharp criticism from former Presidents Barack Obama and George W. Bush. The fallout of these funding reductions could be catastrophic. According to researchers from the prestigious Lancet Medical Journal, these cuts may result in up to 14 million additional fatalities by the year 2030. The study's authors have emphasized that a substantial portion of those who were most at risk include children. However, a State Department official has countered these claims, stating that the report is based on flawed assumptions and asserting that the U.S. will continue to provide international aid in a faster, efficient manner, as reported by AFP news agency. Founded in 1961, USAID had a global workforce of around 10,000 employees, two-thirds of whom were stationed overseas. The controversial reduction in the agency's budget came during Trump's second term, a time when Elon Musk, a billionaire and former advisor to the president, was also overseeing the curtailment of the federal workforce. This decision drew widespread criticism from humanitarian organizations around the globe. The funding cuts impacted several key initiatives, such as providing prosthetic limbs to injured soldiers in Ukraine, cleaning up landmines in affected regions, and compacting and controlling the spread of Ebola in Africa. As of Wednesday, the USAID website indicated that all direct hire personnel were placed on administrative leave as of February 23rd. Secretary of State Marco Rubio confirmed that the remaining 1,000 programs would now be managed by his department, asserting that the inefficiency of previous foreign aid approaches was over, and declaring a new focus on aligning these missions with national priorities. Trump has consistently voiced his intent to ensure that U.S. funds for international aid are strictly in line with his America First policy. Both Bush and Obama have spoken out against the dismantling of USAID. In a video conference alongside U2's Bono, they highlighted the significant loss to global healthcare from the cuts, particularly emphasizing the success of an HIV/AIDS program they initiated that has saved millions of lives. Bush, who remains a Republican, stressed the monumental human achievement of these programs, highlighting the role of dedicated USAID workers. Obama, from the opposition Democratic Party, described the trimming of USAID resources as a tragic loss, acknowledging the crucial role the agency played in various global crises. Bono also pointed out the unintended consequences for millions that the cuts would affect. USAID was long considered a cornerstone of the global aid framework. Following its dissolution under Trump, other nations such as the UK, France, and Germany also reassessed their international aid commitments. Last month, the United Nations reported that the international humanitarian sector was undergoing its most severe funding reductions in history. Could these dramatic changes in U.S. international aid policy lead to long-term benefits for the country's own interests, or are there broader moral and humanitarian responsibilities at play? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And do you think countries should prioritize internal interests over global support? Let's dive into this discussion.